All right, so I'm going to link a story. I don't do a lot of video game stuff or whatever, but I got to do this on Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy comes out with a video game, a video game console, and basically the video game is basically doing it knocks off old Nintendo games, and so a lot of people probably don't know anything about this, but in the gaming community, we have ROMs and stuff like that, which I play a lot of the old PlayStation games and stuff like that, and old Super Nintendo and Sega Master System, blah, blah, blah. The thing is that unless you own the actual title, and you damn sure can't sell them, but unless you own the actual title, you actually can't have the ROM. You're not supposed to have it, but it's a lot more portable. Like if you have an Android phone, stuff like that, you can play emulators and stuff. Anyway, so Soulja Boy decides to sell one of these little handheld devices, and one that you can hook up to your TV, and it has Nintendo games on it. It has Nintendo games on it, and for some strange reason, he thought this was a good idea. I think this is the equivalent of people when you go to the barbershops and stuff like that. I mean, I've only been to barbershops where there are black people, but at barbershops, you'll always get the one guy that comes in hustling. He's saying, "Hey, I got all the newest movies and blah blah blah. I got Aquaman, and so it just came out. I got Aquaman," and he's basically doing this on a nationwide, I guess, worldwide level. And for some strange reason, he does not. Nintendo has already sent him a cease and desist. Nintendo does not play with their intellectual property. Nintendo does not play with their intellectual property. If I'm not mistaken, there was a husband and wife team. I want to say Nintendo hit them with I want to say it was either 5 or 12 million. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a couple $1 million lawsuit that they did win against a family. I guess it's in Arizona or something like that. That would run a website where they would share those little ROMs and stuff. Somehow he thinks that Nintendo will not touch him. They've already sent a cease and desist. He has no. I guess this is actually something you can go to jail for. And for some strange reason, he's low IQ enough to think that this is not going to end up in a bad way for him. He's going to sell not knocked off, but the actual games for profit and intellectual property of someone else. And somehow he thinks this is a good idea. And when called out on Twitter about it, he started getting mad. Of course, he deleted all the tweets now, but he started getting mad and calling everybody the F word, the F, the bundle of wood word. And he thought this is a good idea. He's trying to sell these systems for I think one of them is like $400, $150, something like that. And I don't really understand. I mean, I know he helped single-handedly kill hip hop with his Soulja Boy Tell That, whatever the hell that was, whenever rap music started getting completely out of hand. I had to do this story because I just don't understand how someone can actually think that this would be a good idea. This is, you're selling intellectual property of a multi-million, maybe billion-dollar company online and telling people all about it on Twitter, and somehow you think you're above. He F that, Nintendo F that. That's what he's saying. And somehow he thinks that no trouble will come his way. Anyway, I'll link that in the description. I just had to do this because this was the most, in the midst of all the stupidity that's happened on the political stage and stuff like that. Here we come with the little stupidity on the smaller stage, way smaller stage, and just something to laugh about. Maybe we can laugh about a little something today because we got a dude that's out there selling someone else's intellectual property for a profit of his own, and he somehow thinks that he's above it and not going to get caught. That's stupid. Anyway, comment, like, share, subscribe, and all that, and we'll see you on the next one. All right.